So we finally get to Raphael on Honor Mode after all this time, and I almost lost because I feel like this fight in particular, as well as the Netherbrain and Orin, are very volatile, and any sort of bad luck or any rolls that go against you can really turn the tide and make it almost impossible for you to win. This kind of happened here. I don't have the most optimized party setup. I wanted to use some of the new subclasses, so I've got Swashbuckler Rogue, and then I am a Shadow Sorcerer, as well as Minthara Paladin and Lae'zel Ever the Fighter. And I think I could have respect certainly Minthara, since a lot of the or all of the enemies in this fight actually have that ability where it'll punish you for doing radiant damage to them and give you twice as much damage back. So that didn't help. By the end of this battle, it comes down to just Lae'zel versus Raphael one-on-one, and she's tanking all of his multi-attacks in his Ascended form. So right at the beginning, I'm going to let you know you should go get the Armor of Persistence from Dammon if you've been following along with him from Back to 1 and keeping him alive. By the time he's in Baldur's Gate, he's going to sell this armor, which is the best in the game. It's a 20 armor class, a heavy armor, but more importantly, it gives you resistance and blade ward, so you're got resistance to all non-magical damage, I believe. And that's the only reason I was able to pull this fight out at the end. So in Honor Mode, he has two abilities, but if you destroy all of the soul pillars in your first round, then they never really come into play. That being Beguiling Rebuke, which is just a charm that he can use as legendary action, and then also Soul Ascension, where he creates a column of souls, and it does 60-10 necrotic damage if you're in it, but it'll also transform his Cambions into Hellfire Cambions, which makes them more dangerous because now it ignores resistance to fire and immunity, actually, as does Raphael with his Hellfire abilities too. Still take a potion of fire resistance anyway because the other normal Cambions are going to be doing it, and it's just nice to have, but don't expect to survive his empowered attacks with that. Otherwise, this fight plays out similar to how it normally should. He's going to have a lot of backup to try and kill you. His empowered spells hit incredibly hard, but once he runs out, he's just going to do melee attacks, which also hit really hard, but are much more manageable in comparison. You have Hope here, and Hope is a very vital piece of this fight because she's got the Divine Intervention, which is going to allow you to resurrect teammates and heal everyone and restore spell slots or do a bunch of damage or something. I don't know why you'd want to use anything but the big res one. So usually my plan is to, do as much damage as possible. If anyone dies, that's fine. Then have Hope bring them back, heal everybody, and then finish off the fight. For some reason, Raphael was very intent on just killing Hope. I have no idea why. One turn, he just goes out of his way to make sure she's not a part of this fight. And I'd never seen him do that before. He really had something against her in this one. So that was also a big problem here. She also has a banish ability, which just gets rid of one Cambion in the fight. I don't think that works on Yrgir. I could be wrong. I know it doesn't work on Raphael, obviously. But I ended up killing Yrgir in the very first turn with Lae'zel and her action surge. But at the end of the day, not hubbing Hope is going to make this fight incredibly harder. You just have to have some way to tank through all of Raphael's attacks until you've narrowed down the amount of enemies to just him. His armor class is very high. I believe it's 21. He also has a lot of resistances, so that's not easy either. You can't hold him for more than one turn because of his not like a legendary ability, I guess. He's only able to be held for one turn or charmed or whatever. So he's not easy to control either. So you just need to tank through all of his abilities, destroy all the soul pillars at the beginning, and then just hope that you have enough health to finish him off. I think that a good party setup for this fight would probably be two fighters, some kind of spellcaster like a wizard or a sorcerer, and then maybe your own cleric as well, because you could bring that divine intervention just in case Hope dies or you don't decide to save her. Any class that's going to make Raphael easier to hit is going to make this fight a lot easier on your characters. This is why I always bring the Battlemaster fighter Lae'zel in, because the tripping attack or disarming attack is just so damn good. And always equip your Periapt of Wound Closure on your main tank character. I have that on Minthara in this fight, and not Lae'zel, but Lae'zel has the pendant that gives her a ton of extra constitution on top of having the tough feat, which gives her 172 total health, which also really helps because Raphael's getting 6 total attacks every turn if he's not using spells. And if you look at some of these numbers, if I wasn't using that particular armor, the amount of damage that would be coming out would just be it would be unsurvivable. So keep all that in mind. Hopefully you have better luck than I did, but I still managed to pull it out. So whatever works. Keep your health up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.